back when you could just use it to farm ancients, right? A long time ago when we saw it in the mid.
Yeah, that's pretty much when Drow was constantly picked mid, right? You would farm, you would stack the ancients. They were actually positioned where the hard camp now is. You would stack the ancients and you would just farm constantly over there. So Drow was significantly stronger over there. I think their draft is good because you do have a lot of synergy between the Mirana, between the Drow and the Vengeful Spirits. So these heroes will hit you real hard. The one thing that I do see that's different from their first draft is they don't have that Abaddon. They don't have that hero that's going to be able to just stand in front and taunt them, you know, like take all the damage and heal you up. So for OG, you have to be way more careful in that mid game when it comes to team fights, at least.
No, it's true. Well, like you look at the lineup, all their cores are very fragile. In fact, the only person who can potentially frontline is Saksa, and he's in a support role, so even with good strength gain, he's not going to be the bulky boy at the 10-15 minute mark that we've seen Topson be when he's on his hero. Just love the drawing on the map right now. Who's haxing? Who are we blaming? It looks like Unique's going to move the entire team towards the top to begin with. Just trying for that cheeky first blood. That's actually another thing they have by having this ET as well, right? Is when you get into these later team fights around the Eclipse, you're going to have so much damage coming out due to natural order.
He started with an Orb of Venom, so we should see a very active Elder Titan. He's not looking to just stand back and reset the fights. He's looking to really dive and punch hard. Also, one good thing for Elder Titan in this game is that he usually tends to stack, and Luna loves that, so you will have a hero that benefits from those stacks early on.
This is a long wraparound, which makes it all the less likely to actually be spotted. Although they did just
yeah,
ping.
but I think no, because they didn't find anyone. They didn't find anyone on the enemy hill, so
they already
should know that this should happen. Yeah.
No, ping came out. I think it was from Venge.
Look at these boys on the high ground waiting for someone to come up. Just imagine running up there, you know, like
just innocently like, this will be fine. I just need to secure our high ground area. Oh wait, there's a whole enemy team here. Well, I'd say it looks like they got confused and traded sides, but they were playing these sides last game, right? So, or were they? No, Unique was on Radiant last time.
Unique was on Radiant,
yeah. So they were, yeah. OG's like, please, can we play Radiant this game?
Oh, there is the arrow. Will it hit?
It will indeed. Straightforward on term. ET getting pretty low. An illusion, no easy way to escape that. Will be the first blood. Sumail gets it.
The arrow plus the disruption. Not really the hardest combo to execute, but they executed it well, and they got an easy first blood there. Also, the arrow versus the range creep always allows Sumail to stay one step ahead when it comes to the experience battle, at least on the top lane.
And just a little bit of harassment coming out from Notial, trying to interrupt Luna's early CSing. As they have got 3 heroes up here, and because Notial done that, there is a price that must be paid. And the price will be his life. I think this is the right move from Unique, though, right? Like, BZZ should be okay on the bot lane alone.
I think it's a great move because Saksa doesn't really want to be in a tri lane. Like, you can be there, maybe when he gets level 2 he'll go. But I really think he wants to just secure this lane for the Vengeful a little bit and then rotate.
It's kind of also the nature of having a Shadow Demon, right? It's like you don't feel great about being forced into try and try because of the stick situation, or the mana and the HP regen they get.
Another arrow on the other Titan.
It's actually so much damage.
I don't think the play is to try and creep skip here. Notial, however, might fall even with the boots.
It's going to be close. If he can actually eat the right tree, he might be able to live. They need one more hit, and it won't be enough.
I don't think eating the right tree is ever an issue for these players. KP, maybe for you, but you know, it's not that hard. I miss it all the time, but for them it's not that hard.
Liz, there's 2 juke spots. You could have done this one, the one we both would have done and died, or you could have done this one and just went straight to the tower.
Sumail, he does have leap, so should be fine. Yeah.
Also, in fairness, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Liz, because back in your days when you played a pro player, You didn't get HP regen from the tower as well, so Notial could have still died because of that if that pesky old regen wasn't there these days.
He almost had disruption as well to use it on himself to survive from that last hit, but yeah. I like the fact that Saksa is staying bottom. He's not trying to help top, at least not so far, because you don't want to try lane versus Elder Titan as well, right? He's going to just have so much damage that you won't be able to deal with him.
Yeah, we're just listing more and more negatives to being stuck in a tri lane, aren't we? We're like, well, you got Shadow Demons, so you're giving all the stick charges. There's an ET as well. There's a Luna who's buffing them all up.
And Topson is owning mid lane, by the way. You see the CS 13-4 versus 9-5. Oh, yeah. He's doing really well. There are 2 creeps going 19's way, so it should even out a little bit more, but yeah.
Do you feel there's a point where 19 team just really can't play the lane? I feel like he's going to have to go for a point in silence soon, right? Because there's always that worry about just casually being ran down by frost arrows.
I guess next raid band is that point, pretty much. And yeah, 19 teen, he is struggling, but so is Mirana. If you look at Sumail, he's also, he has 5 CS. He's probably the one that is having it the worst. Even the Treant, that's pretty much solo laning, has a better time.
Yeah, I mean, if you just look at his net worth, he's almost got less net worth than the Treant, and he got the first blood.
BZZ might fall now, though. One more hit? Nah, he survives. So close.
Convenient salve coming out. Let's see, mid one. What's his build so far? He has actually skipped the magic missile up to this point. I just feel like it is just the go-to, right? It just allows you to, if you don't get kills, force your opponents out lane.
He might kill Drow here.
Nope, Tops is able to get away, and now the slows mean that Illusion might go down. Actually, Topson didn't want to hit him again. I think he was worried about the South getting cancelled by the DP.
Yeah, probably the better play there. You know, you go back, you heal up, and you continue winning your lane. You continue pressuring the Prophet. That's probably the better play. While Elder Titan was there because there was a region rune, and he wanted to protect it so that the DP can take it. But then he realized also how much damage he's dealing to Topson that he tried to go for a kill. Sadly for him,
they're going for a kill.
Yeah.
Oof. This tree, like this Nature's Grasp, is saving his ass every time.
Top lane, Sumail, he leapt in actually.
Live, Vanscore will get away as well because Sumail only has 1 leap left. He's not willing to commit it because if he goes forward, he knows Luna will kill him. And the runes haven't been taken.
Not all of them, at least, right? Yeah.
No.
Only 1. Sumail? Nice pause.
All right, lads. Who's playing musical chairs?
Nice pause, man.
Honestly, they should really just let the spectators play the mini games as well. You know, wouldn't that be great, Liz? You win musical chairs, and then you're able to brag to all your friends that you beat Sumail in Dota.
Would be great. Would be a great thing to accomplish.
All in all, though, mid one is like we talked about the Drow. Just look how much Venge has got out of this lane so far. Now they might even get the kill. They bat him away from the trees. He's like, oh wait, there's trees on both sides of this lane.
They did force out some TPs to happen, but they canceled them, and now Sumail top lane.
Oh, they can't get stomped. Interruption comes out from Notial to save the day. It looks like Sumail is able to escape this, but barely.
Yeah, he's really playing on the edge. He's pressured so hard on this top lane. He only has 8 CS. Like, I don't think it's even worth it chasing him any longer. Like, just let him be. Let him stay on the lane behind the tower. He's not doing any harm to anyone anyway. You know, if you dive him, you might give him a chance to make a comeback.
He's just sitting there and pouting and be like, when are you guys going to rotate and fix my lane?
I think like his lane is probably the worst thing that happened for OG. Bottom lane Venge is doing really well. Same goes for mid lane, in which Topson is slightly ahead. But the biggest issue is this Mirana. And historically, when you're playing Mirana plus Drow, yeah, Drow is important, but Mirana is really the hero that dishes out most of the damage because it benefits from the Vengeance aura, it benefits from everything in this game, right? And yeah, we'll see.
I guess as long as your Drow's doing well, you're happy. Like, I think the Drow could essentially win this game also. Yeah, late enough. 19-teen. Well, basic principles of DP are more heroes equal less chance I die. As they learn the hard way. Unique even TPing 3 heroes to the mid lane to ensure the OG are the ones repelled.
So they get the vengeance, right? You get bonus 13 on your level 4 vengeance aura. Then you get like around 15, I would say, agility from the Drow Ranger, right? So you get around 30 damage on Mirana just by being around these 2 heroes. And obviously they add up each other as well, so it's even better.
So what I'm hearing is big numbers, she'll hit hard anyway. Just let that kitty get some levels.
They're just gonna hit very hard, but they have to find a way to actually stay together versus an Elder Titan.
And a Luna with Eclipse, and they don't like they can disrupt to create some illusions, but that's about as far as their damage spread goes. And we already highlighted how squishy almost all their heroes are. Earth Spirit's the only one that's going to get good stats.
Top lane.
Notial will be brought down. They'll get Platypus low, but they can't kill him. Actually,
he's actually going for the he's going for the Dominator build as well.
Yes.
So it's
He's
not
not the only
OG. Yeah, not OG is going to be the only ones with the Dominator and all these auras. Luna wants one as well. I really like the Dominator on Luna overall. Gives you a lot of good stats and 20% damage. Also allows you to stack for yourself. A good creep can be very helpful in fights.
No, definitely. I think for Luna, it's like her Necronomicon, right? Like we always talk about the kind of cookie car, you want to farm items Necronomicon, but Luna's one of those ones that slots in the Helmet Dom and gets the most value.
Yeah, they are taking tier 1 on top lane, but you can see Topson's reaction instantly on the mid lane.
Overgrowth comes out, but the TP's in maybe a little bit too slow. Roll through, Saksa actually jumped the gun. The Eclipse was used though. Oh, no. Swap out, mid one says Notial, this is your problem. Lead us from the front, Captain. On the side, they're trying to run one down, but ET gets turned on. They will lose Notial, but in the meantime, they turn around to Plantimos, bringing him down. If they get one proc, he's as good as dead. Trying to heal him up the living arm. They can't keep the slows going. They turn him to BZZ instead. We'll be able to bring him down. Fanscore is just out of range, so they can't renew the slows, but they will get this tier 1 tower. In fact, Fanscore's dead. I don't know why you ever thought you could hang around this area, but Saksa will go down as 19-teen does arrive. But Topson, definitely the big winner out of the 2 sides. But he's not done. He's clarity up. He just needs to get a few more right clicks out. But they're staying just out of range.
Mid one.
However,
yeah, he's gonna
sumail.
fall.
Arrow comes through on the 19-teen. Mid one does go down to Palantimos, but the bigger kill found on the side as they bring down the DP. And Topson, he's still here. They need to actually go finish the tower now because it's in deny range, and there's no one to interrupt them. Actually, they just pinged out. Ooh, yeah, you definitely cancel that TP.
Yeah, it was a nice setup there from the ET. He sets up on mid one and Luna just strolls in, Lucent Beams, kills him. But at the same time, I was just waiting for the moment Notial disrupts that Prophet, because at that point, he's just dead. Mirana into arrow, and then instantly you leap, you Starfall damage her. Such a good performance from OG though in that fight, man. They really know when to push the tempo. The way Earth Spirit as well kicks Luna away as that ulti is about to happen, that was funny as hell. That was some next level stuff right there. Loving it from Saksa. But yeah, they trade tier 1 for tier 1, but it's a much better tier 1 for OG. Taking down that mid tier 1 tower is really important.
And then the difference is, right, which side can push towers easier? Which one should be able to? Unique are the ones with the DP, and yet they get the less favorable tower trade.
Yeah, so I actually think it's OG that push better overall. They just have so many tower hitting heroes.
Yeah.
Unique, okay, Luna later on definitely is strong, but that Prophet, she just has that one ulti and that's all.
No, it's true, right? Like I think I'm talking about like the role though, right? Is that for Death Prophet, it's always about controlling the tempo by taking out these early towers. It's actually crucial that you do that. Whereas OG, this is just a bonus to the strategy. Like if they only get to hit creeps for 10 minutes, their heroes are very content with that.
Yeah, but that's not OG, right? That's
no, they hit the bigger creep, or at least the thing that sometimes looks like creeps when they outplay them. Enemy heroes. If they outplay them. And I expect OG to likely move towards bot soon, just try and invade this area. But so far, BZZ, you know, despite the rough up they gave him in the lane, he's kept this tower nice and healthy.
Let's see. Will they go for the Death Prophet? It's kind of a hard kill, but they might go with the Drow. Topson just needs to be closer.
Roll in.
Yep.
Sacks are going to slow him. And there's the arrows coming out. He stomped two, but he didn't stomp the most important one. Topson does get another kill.
You know why this is such a good play? Because you have a Mirana on your team showing bottom, around that tier 1. And Sumail, that same Mirana, might die here. But that's something different. That's on Sumail's, you know. But mid lane illusion as well.
It's okay. They're like, all right, you get a kill, we'll get one.
Yeah, the Sumail dying bottom, that's, you know, it happens, whatever. But it's such a good play because he has that leap to work with, so you can leave him alone on the bottom lane without worrying that he's gonna get just instantly collapsed on. And they think that you're behind him because he's so deep, so you can rotate mid.
They that's cool. And the Eclipse again, Saksa, he's juking it out. He might be able to get Saksa. No, they dodged it all out. They have used the Exorcism. They're moving in right now. Plantimos should fall to the power of Topson. Was running through with the right clicks. 19 team chasing all through on the Topson. He knows he's going to die for this. There's no way out of it now. As the Earth Slitter keeps him away from the reinforcements, Topson will go down. But that is an Exorcism for just one kill. And you still lose your win condition, Luna. It's a long route. Bat away. Saxon says, I'm here to save the day. And he doesn't even give his life. He'll be able to roll out himself. So Unique on the chase won't be able to find anything additional. So far, OG, the one's really setting the pace here. These moves just feel so reactionary out of Unique.
Yeah, and they killed killed Luna there so well. The Earth Spirit rolled. I think it was the maximum roll possible to cancel that TP and catch him off guard. And then, yeah, there is an ulti from Palantimos, but it's not level 12 ulti. It's not hard enough. And because of that, there's also the disruption from the Shadow Demon, and he doesn't kill pretty much anyone before he dies. They did kill Topson. That's, you know, that's kind of fine as well.
Yeah, it's a decent pick, but the concern is, like, if you compare these two, right, which one's more important? We've already said OG's cores are kind of interchangeable with the way they complement each other, whereas for Unique, it is the Luna story. It's all about what Allaince can do in this game. And looks like OG, they're going to take down this tower. BZZ, you know, respect to him for keeping it up for 15 minutes against this sort of aggression.
He's just doing the Seb right here. If you remember the TI Treant from Seb, he's just doing the same thing. Top lane, they try to go for Notial, but he TPs.
Just TP, lol. BZZ, he's gone with the Necro book. You don't max it out here, right? You just go for maybe like a Blink Dagger next, so you have some initiation.
Blink Dagger, Meteor Hammer is also good. You don't max it out for sure. You leave it level 1. It's the value point which allows you to farm. Most likely Blink Dagger, like you said, but we'll see.
Emo Sumail. What are you targeting here? He is actually going for the Chrysalis build. I feel like we see this whenever the Mirana's not ahead, right? Like, they want an MKB, but that's for the, you know, the winners. If you come out of the lane roughed up, Chrysalis is like the poor man's MKB.
Yeah, and it's obviously a pretty good item even after the nerfs. It was completely broken for a patch or two. Mid lane, 19 team.
Silence straight away, not even a chance. They get the false promise. Oh my god, frame perfect. 17 HP, 19 team will live. Mid one will be brought down. Woo!
Yeah, they did think that they will be able to burst him, and they almost did, really. He was like, what, saved on 5% HP?
Less than that. He was at 15 health. Like, you know, you could have coughed in his general direction and he would have died. Eclipse is going to come out. Saksa, I mean, I guess they used the ultimate. Topson with the backstab coming around. The gust on the multiple heroes as well. Sumail has also arrived. He's going to dive in deep. Just look for the Starstorm to come out and do a lot of damage. Overgrowth is going to be there, but Drow is way too tanky. 19 team, or is he? Topson, he tries for a TP away instead of just fighting. He's going to be brought down. It's going to be a 3-for-2 trade, but that was the Exorcism again.
3-for-2 trade, Exorcism. They actually fought that 4 versus 5 because mid one was already dead, right? And they saved the tier 1. So for OG, that's great. And it really demonstrates the power of this Shadow Demon. They kind of messed that up. They didn't use the disruption into arrow on the Luna, but the arrow did connect on the Oracle, which maybe was even better, you know. But that disruption, just using it on Luna, gives you so much damage, man. Those illusions just destroyed Palantimos.
It's becoming a problem, right? Because that fight, you needed Exorcism to even kind of break even or close to. But now, every time you take these fights, even if Unique comes out slightly ahead, where is their push afterwards? Like, what's the next objective? Instead, 19 Teen is hunted after every time, and they're moving in. There's 3 heroes here. Saksa. Oh, he's going to roll too late.
Damn.
Wow. There was... I mean, this guy's proven himself to be the master of trees on Wind Ranger, but the trees just got used against him.
You see what I mean? Like, a play like that in a lower rank is actually bad, you know, because... Yes. You're TPing, just he's gonna run straight and find you. But in a game such as this one, Saksa assumes that he's going to run a little bit further and try to juke him around the trees, and because of that, that play is so good.
Liz just making excuses for when he gets juked.
Yep, which is all the time.
You know, do you ever do that when you like play Mirana or something? It's like, this makes no sense. He's doing weird stuff. He's not just doing the logical thing. He should be farming that camp right there.
Yeah, but that's actually a thing, especially with Mirana. Like the arrows, when you can predict the movements, obviously are much easier, and it's harder to predict some players when they're made. You know that's also true.
Yeah, you just like arrow to a camp, be like, wait, why is the Quap top right now? Why is he there? God damn
it's like when you're arrowing mid, you're always arrowing as the creep is about to die because the hero needs to move in to get that last hit, right? That's like the little trick that you do.
And they're casually like, nope, don't want to farm that.
Exactly, but if the guy is bad and he doesn't farm, that's problematic. There is a smoke coming up.
There is. There's smoke to movement. Because Topson is Roshan right now, and they might get caught with their hand in the cookie jar here. Exorcism comes out a little bit early from 19 Teen. They need to get this.
Okay, they will go into the pit, I think, yeah.
This could backfire, though. They've got an arrow. Ooh, will be dodged. They're going to look to swap him out just as it's going to end here. He's already getting low. He's going to silence him up. I don't think he's finishing it quick enough, though. Now they're going to move in, though, straight away on the Mirana, but the roll through. Saksa gets the magnetized down. Swap through as well to cause a little bit of havoc. And Topson fighting up against Blantimore. Swap out to save him for the day. And Eclipse on the side doesn't do enough. He gets pulled over the hands of Sumail. He managed to pick it up, and all of a sudden, everything backfiring for Unique as BZZ's hunt down as well. They'll chase one of the Palantimos. Roll through's going to be there from Saksa, and it looks like Luna has nothing left in the chamber as they will wipe the entirety of Unique.
Yep. A little bit quick on the trigger there, Unique. Really. The way they went into the pit was... First and foremost, illusion. He uses the Astral Spirit, right? And he instantly starts channeling Echo Stomp, even though they're not around the spirit, right? That's the first mistake, because you don't have to do it like that. Use the Stomp, circle around the pit a little bit, find them, then use the Stomp if it's necessary or not, you know? But he just instantly used it. I think they were scared that Roshan is just dying, you know? They thought that Roshan is already like on 5% HP or something, and that time is of the essence, and they just have to rush straight in. Because of that, they used the Exorcism too early, they used the Stomp, and after that, OG just turned it so easily.
No, they're actually looking for some vengeance on the mid one right now, but Topson, once again, this is like watching a sniper draft, right? You know those games where everyone ignores the sniper and he kills everyone? Right now, they just have no easy way to get on top of this drow. They will at least get the kill on Avenge, though. That's the big one.
Do you remember that Mirana that was 8 CS like 7 minutes in? Look at the network charts right now.
Yeah, that was Sumail last last week on Pub Mirana. Oh wait, that was this get. Oh, this is a turn of events.
BZZ overgrowth.
Yeah, BZZ. I think that bend over is for him to get a paddling because he's not doing anything with this ultimate. The arrow will be dodged by Luna, but now you have no overgrowth. Don't think that was part of the game plan, Haas.
Yeah, I thought maybe he's setting up for the Echo Stomp into the ulti splitter it from the other Titan, but nope. He just used it for the lulz, I guess. They will have Eclipse in 5 seconds, so they will be able to fight very soon.
Oh god, sumail.
Yeah. He's unstoppable now. He has Aegis. He knows how deep he can go.
Yeah, especially when you have a haste rune. Exum's going to be used to swap to get 19 away, though. That used a false promise. I don't know if they have enough heals. They will with this many heroes on top of him. But how long can you survive? Eclipse is going to come out. Sumail will be brought down once, but he tanked most of the Eclipse, and now Luna has no hero. She cannot fight up against this. They'll turn around. They'll bring them down. Yes, the Aegis has been taken back, but Unique, they've been taken back to the last fight near Roche, where they lost their entire team again. And that's going to be high ground. And we've seen how quickly OG pushes down buildings with this lineup.
Yeah, this is... well, there is other Titan to defend together with the Tree and Protector, so they do have like two amazing... Yeah, they have two amazing heroes to defend with. Look at that, 3-man stun. But 2 heroes that are important aren't stunned.
2 heroes who don't even have to be in range because Venge is a hero. And they'll just whittle away at the racks. No way to stop this. Unique have been taught an important lesson. And luckily for them, due to the state of the other lanes, they'll have time to reflect and maybe learn something new, as there's only one lane up for grabs for OG.
Yeah, the Moonlight Shadow to retreat, but maybe
turn around. Plantimos, that was greedy. I mean, I know Luna wants farm, but you're the only thing being farmed around here. The magic missile through, they'll get the kill on the fan score, they'll chase forward. Overgrowth comes out, but you got 3 dead. Now what do? Illusion trying to do the big damage. They may be able to get 1 kill, a second one on the mid one, but now you have to stand and fight, and Topson's willing to do that. Even if he gives his life, they know it's going to be team wipe again, as Unique. Once again, 5 heroes in the grave. At least this time, they took a few more with them.
Yeah, they can't really push though, right? Maybe Sumail can go for the tier 4s, but that's it. Because there's a tier 2 on the bottom lane and tier 1 on the top, so... but that was a great turret splitter from Elder Titan. They really are trying to put up a fight, but they're a bit too far behind, and these moves that are coming from OG are way too good. They did a slight variation on the old Rock's Kiss smoke, right? They moved back, Moonlight Shadow, then go back in. Luna... Yeah, Palantimos was a little bit too eager to pop his set out there. That has to be said, because you can't expect that play. That play is like... Every time you see a team smoke up when they're leaving or Moonlight Shadow, first thing that comes to your mind, okay, will they fake this? You know, will they make this fun? And OG faked it, they moved back in, Luna dies in a second.
And now you're in a situation where Eclipse is finally off cooldown, but the gold that's available to OG right now, the levels which are on them, it's not like there's a clear target you can just burst down instantly anymore.
You're just way too poor on Luna now. 8k net worth, you don't even have a Manta completed anymore. Top lane.
Something we didn't even highlight is the fact that Notial has an Axe now. Which we mentioned how powerful that is in this game.
Full Axe completed on him. Such a good item.
On a kill streak as well, by the way.
I really think Disruption is the most important spell for him this game still, but...
Kill more people. Okay. Always kill more people. Like Vanscore, he's dead. And look, a bonus kill waiting to happen. As Palantimos, well, like last time his excuse was I want to farm creeps. This time, you kind of knew what was going to happen if you want to fight heroes. Illusion as well. I just love the way Saksa's playing is like, okay, I don't even need to hit rolls, because if Topson gets that slow, all I am is a mobile ward for my Drow to kill.
They do have buybacks, but this is gonna be very difficult.
I mean, they're
going for the throne.
Yeah, so buybacks isn't an argument. They may need to commit them at this rate, because Glyph's not going to last long. And here comes Kai, the cartboat.
I guess Vengeful mid one, he's pushing top. He's the sensible one. He's like, okay, guys, chill out. Let's take the tier 2, then we're gonna push, because they respawn fast. We've been killing them so often that it's hard to be a Unique fan right now. They have really taken a beating. It looked all right. Like, they had a couple of really good moves in this game, and it's not over yet, obviously, but yeah, it's rough. It's hard. Their position 5 Shadow Demon has as much net worth as the Luna. Well, if you can call him position 5.
He's about to surpass the DP. It's a pretty oof moment. And just once again, this Venge, just so ridiculous. Topson's no risk being this far out. And after he wakes from his short nap, they'll go and do the same thing again, because here come more creeps. Hello? Is anyone home? Oh, okay, we'll just take this. I mean, if no one's going to defend it.
Look at that arrow, man. It almost killed Luna. Like, the sacred arrow, it's connected, and topson tried to just finish him off with multi-shot. And
they realize they have to do it. They can't just stand there any longer. They're going to move in. There's the false promise to protect pretty early, but he was getting low. Exorcism's doing some work, but topson just ignoring it all and right-clicking into him here. Swap out to just reset the back line, and now DP in a lot of trouble. Overgrowth's going to be there. Venge tanking up all the damage. The Eclipse is going to come out as well, but they just ignore it the entire time. Venge finally going down, but Luna dead as well, and GG comes out
GG.
as OG obliterate Unique in game 3 and make it a 2-1 storyline for the OG fans.
It was a little bit too difficult in this last game. I just love the way Vengeful works with Mirana and Drow in the same draft, as long as you find a way to play around them. And yeah, I have to admit, I was a bit worried for them because they didn't